What's up, y'all? Hope all is well. I come here to percolate your mind. That's what I do. Make you think. So in the midst of thinking, I was thinking about sacrifice, right? So I came up with a sort of a scenario. All right, like it's a village, people, and they don't have any resources, anything like that, and they don't have any clean water. Their food supplies is low, and people in their village is dying. And it's an older couple. They're about to retire. They just turned 65, and they've been saving their money since they was in their 20s, and they saved a whopping $150,000. And so I stumbled up on them, and I say, it's a village of people. They don't have water, clean water, and blah 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 blah, and they're dying. That $150,000 could be used to make sure that the people in the village, that the village lives on and have clean water and food and prospers. So would you be willing to sacrifice that $150,000? Some people might struggle with that. Like, dang, man, I really want to help them, but man, I need that 150 for me to survive for the rest of my life too. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it'll be a hard decision to make. Some it won't. You sacrifice that money, you sacrifice it. But if I say you could sacrifice the money, but in a couple of days later, you're going to get the money right back. My question to you, is there still a sacrifice? Knowing that you're going to get your money back, is there still a sacrifice? I would have to say no. Because a sacrifice means I have something, and I sacrifice what I have, and I no longer will be able to obtain it again. It's gone. I won't get it back. It won't be returned to me. That's a sacrifice. That's just like in baseball. It's called a sacrifice, right? Right? A man on third or a man on second, right? We'll say a man on third. A deep pop fly to center field, up against the wall. The guy catches it, the guy tags up, and he runs home. He sacrificed a out so a run can come home. Now, they don't be like, well, we're going to give you that out again. I know you sacrificed that out, but we're going to give you that out again in the fourth inning. No, it don't work like that. Because once you out, you're out. You don't get that out back. That's why it's called a sacrifice. Because you don't get it back. Now, we have taught that a particular superhero, a superhero like, Superman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iron Man, these superheroes, right? But it's a superhero in another book. You know, we get these superheroes through these comic books. You know, they're books, and then they have they attribute it to certain things, you know, in the book. And so we label them. You know, Superman he can fly and X-ray vision. He has all these attributes. Apologize. Now it's another superhero called what's the name? Jesus the Christ, right? And he's in a book too. Another non-fiction book. And he has attributes. He can lay hands on the sick, and he can raise the dead, and he can walk on water. He has the power of his father, which is Jehovah the Almighty, over the creator of all. It's in the book. It's in the book. And so in that book, he sacrifices himself for mankind, right? Now, he's God, so he knows everything before it happens, the beginning and the end. So we call it a sacrifice because he got up on Calvary cross, and he gave his life, that mankind would be saved, and you would never have to worry about sin anymore because he took your sin debt, right? Yeah, he's a very amazing superhero. But is it really a sacrifice when you give your life knowing that you're going to come back after 3 days or 2.5 or however many days or whatever it say he came back? The literature says, is that truly a sacrifice when he comes back even more powerful than he was? He was supposed to be God when he died, and he was God when he came back. So how is it a sacrifice if you come back? If you look up the definition of sacrifice, you give up something that you won't be able to give back. If he give his life up, he's never going to be able to give back. So if he come back, and he know he was going to come back, that is no longer a sacrifice. We call it a sacrifice, but that is definitely not a sacrifice. Now, it's going to be some people that don't like what I say, and that's cool. That's fine. It's going to be some people that agree with me. That's cool, and that's fine also. But all I come to do is to make you think. Just think. When something does not make sense, don't just say, oh, just put it in the Lord's hand. No, don't do that. Think. Use logic and reasoning to come up with a conclusion. This your brother, NuriShabakaUrsaMa'atRa. And knowledge is infinite. Therefore, evolution is inevitable. Peace.